What's going on, guys? This is Tommy from the Castaway Travelers. Welcome back to our next video, which is going to be all about Fort Lauderdale. So today we're going to be taking you on the ultimate 3-day, 2-night Fort Lauderdale weekend itinerary. So this is going to be perfect for a Friday morning arrival to Sunday afternoon departure. So this guide that we have is going to be packed with the beaches, the local attractions, the restaurants, the bars, some of the hidden gems, as well as even the military discounts. So you guys are going to want to stay till the end. So a quick note I have for this trip is that this itinerary assumes that you guys either are showing up with a vehicle, you guys are renting a car, or you guys are planning to Uber around while you guys are in Fort Lauderdale. So some of the stops are spread out a little bit, so having that flexible transportation is key to this trip. So we'll be flying into Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, but I'm not going to be covering the flight deals here because we already shared those money-saving tips of flying into Miami or flying into Fort Lauderdale in our last video. So check that out if you guys want the best ways to save on flights in South Florida. So make sure you guys like this video, hit subscribe, as well as check out the Miami playlist for some of the full South Florida adventures. And stick around, we're going to give you a sneak peek of our next video at the Hollywood Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Alright guys, so let's kick things off with our hotel options with some budget and mid-range options in Fort Lauderdale. This is going to be our first stop on Friday. So before you guys explore the city, here are some of the great weekend stay options that I have. The cheapest of the three is going to be the Premier Hotel, which is right across from the beach. It's a family-run operation, and it's also simple. Runs for about $120 to $150 a night and relatively affordable. Second on this list is going to be the Bahia Fort Lauderdale Beach. This is a DoubleTree hotel by Hilton. So this is kind of located on the ICW, the Intercoastal Waterway, and this is also steps from Fort Lauderdale Beach. So some of the amenities at this hotel, although a little bit more expensive, the most expensive of the three, it's going to have the marina, a pool, fitness center, and multiple on-site restaurants. And this is going to run you about $220 to $280 per night. And then third on this list is going to be the Bee Ocean Resort, also in Fort Lauderdale. So this is going to be another oceanfront location with some of the different modern rooms, a rooftop pool, fitness center, and multiple dining options. It's going to be about $250 to $300 a night. And if you guys are active duty in the military, you know I always throw the deals out there. I want you guys to call ahead, see if they have any discounts, or also utilize ID Me. All three of these hotels often have discounts for active duty or military veteran travelers. So a fun fact that I have about Fort Lauderdale is that it's actually not a man-made barrier island, which is why the Intercoastal Waterway runs exactly through the city. The second fun fact I have is that Fort Lauderdale is actually nicknamed the Venice of America, thanks to the different 300 miles of navigable waterways that are surrounding the city itself. All right, moving on to the next part of our weekend. We're going to start our weekend strong, and you've got a few ways to get moving around Fort Lauderdale. You'll notice that I mentioned 2 gyms that are in 2 of the different hotels. Option 1 for staying in shape is going to be headed over to Powerhouse Gym, Fort Lauderdale. This is a more commercial option that has some serious equipment as well as motivating atmospheres, and it's perfect to kick off your weekend adventure. So one workout here at Powerhouse and you guys will feel like you'll be able to lift and curl your mini bar in your hotel room. Just maybe not the whole fridge. So option number 2 is that if you don't want to head to a commercial gym, utilize the gym right within your own hotel or try one of these great alternatives. So Fort Lauderdale Beach Calisthenics Park has an outdoor gym with different pull-up bars, parallel bars, low bars, and it's ideal for different calisthenics, being outside, bodyweight exercises, as well as different boot camp style workouts. So this is a more fitness enthusiast type spot where people can train and motivate each other, and you'll see a lot of people show up in groups here. You guys could really enjoy it. And this is more suitable for some beginners and advanced users, also with those direct beach views while exercising. And if you guys aren't looking for a typical bodybuilding weight room style workout, you guys can also check out Rooftop Hotel Fitness and Yoga. So hotels like the Kimpton Goodland as well as the W Fort Lauderdale often have rooftop fitness classes such as yoga and HIIT. So classes at these 2 spots are typically complimentary for the different hotel guests, or they may have a small fee for public access. Definitely check those out and look into them. Alright, so let's get some Friday breakfast after your workout. I want you guys to head over to Nanu Bakery, where you guys can look to spend about $8 to $12 per person, and you can enjoy some French-style pastries, croissants, as well as coffee. And I want you guys to try the almond croissant as well as the ham and cheese sandwich. That's going to be some perfect fuel post-workout for a morning walk right along the beach. The rest of the day on Friday, I want you guys to think Fort Lauderdale Beach, relaxation, sun, as well as a nice beachside lunch spot. So you guys can head over to Fort Lauderdale Beach after this, after your workout, as well as after your breakfast. It's free, but it also costs $4 to park there. But if you guys are parking at the hotel, you might not need to worry about that. The golden sand, volleyball courts, bike paths, and the iconic wave-shaped paths are all perfect for photos as well as entertainment. And you guys can also rent things over at the beach, such as paddleboards, jet skis. All of these different amenities are available. And some of the water sports even give you 10% off if you show your military ID. So make sure you guys ask while you're there. After you guys enjoy the sun and complete some different activities, I want you to head over to Bo's Beach, where you guys can head over and enjoy some oceanfront seating, a nice bar atmosphere, as well as some seafood tacos, lobster rolls, as well as some frozen cocktails. This is a great place to relax and check out. Next, I want you guys to check out Beach Place Fort Lauderdale. And this is a free spot for you guys to explore, obviously, unless you're purchasing things over at the shops there. But they have the different shops, some live music, different galleries, enjoy some of the artwork, as well as dining. And it's a great spot for photos, as well as souvenirs. So you can get your loved ones something on the way back. So next after Beach Place, I want you guys to take a little trip in the car right over to North Federal Highway, where you guys can check out Patrick Bet-David's Valuetainment headquarters. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to enjoy this business and entrepreneurial spot right in Fort Lauderdale. I want you guys to take a photo outside Valuetainment headquarters and also include hashtag Castaway Travelers as well as hashtag Valuetainment. All right, moving on, guys. I want you guys to end your first day in your amazing Fort Lauderdale trip with some of the best steakhouse experiences right near the beach. So these two amazing options are both within walking distance, or take a quick Uber on over. So first, let's talk about Kima Brazilian Steakhouse. This is going to be about $65 to $75 per person. And with military ID, you guys are still able to get 10% off. I want you guys to end your day with endless skewers of beef, chicken, lamb, as well as sides carved right on the table. If you guys aren't feeling that steak spot, I got another one that's even closer to the beach. I want you guys to check out Ocean Prime Fort Lauderdale. So this is similar in the price range, about $60 to $85 per person. And they also offer a happy hour at this one, from 4 to 6 p.m., where you guys can enjoy some $6 oysters or some $7 cocktails. So you guys can save some money and also get 10% off for military. This steakhouse is an upscale American-style steakhouse that has prime cuts, seafood, as well as an elegant ambiance. So these are not your typical Outback steakhouse. You guys will be thankful that you're checking it out and there's a high-quality restaurant for this perfect dinner. After you guys enjoy your meal, I want you to consider heading over to these evening bars right near Blondie's Sports Bar in Fort Lauderdale. You can check out the Elbow Room, which is an iconic dive bar with live music and also offers free entry. You can check out the Rock Bar right nearby. That is a rooftop bar with DJs as well as ocean views. It's about $10 to $15 for drinks there, so you know what you're getting yourself into. And if you want to go a little bit further, you can check out Spazio, which is more of a trendy cocktail type spot with different happy hour specials and also includes $7 to $10 appetizers. If you guys are loving this Fort Lauderdale weekend itinerary, I want you guys to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on our next South Florida adventure. And also check out our Miami travel playlist for some even more ideas. All right, Saturday morning, I want you guys to start everything off by checking out the breakfast spot over at Joe's Cafe. This is about 2.5 miles from Fort Lauderdale Beach, and this spot has some great reviews as well as some great deals. So for $12 over at Joe's, you guys can get the 222 special. Yes, I said that right. That's also going to include free coffee with any entree. So you guys can get 2 eggs, 2 pancakes, and 2 pieces of bacon with coffee. Perfect little hearty breakfast for a good price right before a busy day on vacation. So most of your Saturday is going to be more of a water, outdoors, as well as a culture type itinerary. So first, let's kick things off after breakfast over at the Jungle Queen Riverboat Cruise. This is where you guys can pay about $33 for adults, $17 for kids, or get a military discount on top of it if you have ID. You guys are able to cruise the canals, see some of the mega yachts, the lush waterways, as well as the beautiful waterfront homes. And some of the evening cruises even include some dinner and some live entertainment. You're going to definitely want to check this out. After you guys get off the cruise, I want you guys to try snorkeling with Sea Experience, which is right nearby. It's in walking distance from that spot. That's going to be about $25 to $50 per person, but this allows you to explore the coral reefs, go snorkeling, see some tropical fish, and all the gear is included with that $25 to $50 price. It's a fun and affordable half-day adventure. After you guys are snorkeling, you're probably going to have worked up an appetite, so I want you to head over for lunch over at Sea Level Restaurant and Ocean Bar. This is also right in the vicinity of this snorkeling location as well as the Jungle Queen, so you guys will be able to enjoy some food right in that spot. So this spot goes for about $20 to $35 per person and has some different happy hour specials, but also offers some oceanfront dining, fresh grouper sandwiches, some ahi tuna tacos, as well as different cocktails. After you guys are filled up, I want you to head back over and check out the International Swimming Hall of Fame. Who knew that it was actually in Fort Lauderdale? So this spot is awesome. It's only $8 for adults, $5 for kids, and free for active duty military to check out. So this spot is home to Olympic legends such as Michael Phelps, Dana Torres, as well as Ryan Lochte. And this museum celebrates and encompasses the greatest swimmers and interactive exhibits and memorabilia. You're definitely going to want to check this out. After you guys check out the Hall of Fame, I want you guys to go over for dinner right on Las Olas Boulevard. This dinner is going to be half the price of last night's meal. I want you guys to try Louis Bossi's Italian pizza or Wild Sea seafood. This is going to be half the price of last night's meal and runs you about $20 to $40. And this is perfect. Little walk down the strip, or you guys can enjoy the nightlife, enjoy the food, enjoy the live music, as well as the bars that are right on Las Olas Boulevard. So if you guys flip-flop your plans and have some extra time, I want you guys to also check out this Saturday afternoon happy hour suggestion. Burlock Coast inside the Ritz-Carlton has a Lost Weekend happy hour. And so this is pretty much $39 for mimosas, bellinis, Bloody Marys, rum punch. This price is definitely a steal and runs on Saturdays and Sundays. So pick your favorite day to go from about 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. And Burlock Coast also has some oceanfront views that makes this absolutely perfect to relax as well as unwind. All right, it's Saturday in our trip, so we're still talking about some of the different water activities. Can't not cover the 3 best surf spots that are right near Fort Lauderdale. So first on this list is going to be Pompano Beach, where this is more of a beginner and intermediate friendly wave spot with some clean sandbars. So a tip for this spot is to head north of the pier, which has the cleanest breaks, especially during a northeast swell. Second on this list, you're going to head south of Fort Lauderdale over to Dania Beach and go over to the pier there, where there's slightly stronger waves, but this is great for more intermediate surfers. And third on this list is going to be the commercial pier that's right over in Fort Lauderdale Beach. So this is waves that are more suitable for all levels depending on your skill as well as the swells and water conditions. A tip for over here is to usually get there in the early mornings, where you guys will find some of the cleaner conditions right before the sea breeze picks up. Alright guys, so we're going to relax and unwind on day 3. So on Sunday, I want you guys to check out and have some breakfast back over at a spot you already checked out. I want you to go back to Burlock Coast at the Ritz-Carlton, where there's military discounts available and you guys can enjoy about a $20 to $30 per person breakfast, where you guys can have another oceanfront meal with smoked salmon bagels as well as a cold brew. Next, I want you guys to check out the Las Olas shops and galleries, which are 100% free, easy to browse, and easy to enjoy. You can pick up some unique souvenirs along the way for your family, as well as explore some of the local art galleries. Next, I want you guys to have some lunch over at Coconuts, which goes for about $20 to $35. Also offers a military discount and is famous for its seafood and the Scooby's garlic blue crab. So definitely check that out. And last but not least, I want you to head north of the 3 hotels that I offered in this video and go over to the Hugh Taylor Birch State Park. So this goes for about $6 a vehicle and is 100% free for active duty military. You guys can kayak, bike, or stroll the shaded trails over here, and it's just another opportunity to kind of enjoy the outdoors and kind of get away from the beach a little bit, but also do something fun right in Fort Lauderdale. And that wraps up our 3-day, 2-night Fort Lauderdale weekend itinerary. I hope you guys enjoyed it. From the beaches to the snorkeling to the surf spots to the nightlife to the delicious food as well as the happy hour, all rolled into one epic getaway. So don't forget to check out our Florida playlist, our Miami playlist, as well as our Caribbean playlist for some more tips. And I want you to subscribe and enjoy and prepare yourself for our next video, where we're going to talk about the Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida. So make sure you guys comment below what's your favorite Fort Lauderdale activity. We'd love to hear and feature it in our next adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, keep saving, and stay castaway. Keep traveling.